As dusk settles, darkness envelops the quiet farmyard. Peep, a tiny chick, busily pecks at scattered seeds, oblivious to the impending change. The first raindrops begin to fall, a prelude to the approaching storm. Peep looks up, startled, as he exclaims, "Rain!" Under the shelter of a broad leaf, Peep's curiosity blooms as she watches the rain. Tentatively, Peep dips a tiny foot into a puddle, testing the waters. The cool water delights her, and Peep steps fully into the puddle. "Look at me! I'm a swimming chick!" Peep cries out, splashing with glee. In the heart of the farmyard, Peep revels in the downpour, lost in a whirlwind of joyous spins and splashes. A cow chews its cud with utter indifference, its eyes half closed, as Peep dances in the rain. Nearby, a pig luxuriates in the mud, oblivious to Peep's exuberance. The sheep huddle together, their expressions a mix of amusement and apathy as they observe Peep's antics. Peep shouts with glee, "Rain is wonderful!" The rain ceases abruptly, and the farmyard is bathed in the warm glow of golden sunlight, transforming the glistening landscape into a picturesque scene. The old farmhouse groans beneath the relentless autumn wind, its weathered timbers echoing tales of forgotten times. The wind howls, sweeping across the fields, bowing the tall grass in a symphony of nature's raw power. Inside the coop, little Peep trembles, feeling every vibration as his fellow chicks huddle in fear. The other chicks seek comfort in numbers, their nervous peeping a chorus of vulnerability against the storm's growing threat. Driven by curiosity, Peep throws open the coop door, stepping into the storm. The gale assaults her instantly, threatening to turn her into a feathered kite. Desperate, she claws at a weathered fence post, struggling to maintain her grip. The wind rages, an invisible force determined to tear her away. Overwhelmed, Peep cries out, "Help!" Peep leans into the wind, embracing its power, a daring glint in her eyes. A gust lifts Peep into the air, a moment of terrifying freedom as she clumsily lands on the next post. With newfound confidence, Peep hops and half flies from post to post, a blur of yellow against the stark landscape. "I can play too!" Peep cries out, her voice filled with joy as she defies gravity. The other chicks watch Peep's aerial antics with wide, admiring eyes, witnessing her transformation. The sun rises over the tranquil farm, casting a radiant glow across the landscape. Chick Peep awakens in her nest, her small eyes blinking open to a world of golden light. Panic sets in as Chick Peep finds her nest empty, save for a few scattered feathers. A knot of worry tightens in her chest, a silent promise forming on her beak. "Don't worry, Mama, I'll find them," Chick Peep vows, her voice filled with determination. On a sprawling farm, Chick Peep bravely begins her search, her small form a beacon of determination. She peers behind a weathered water trough, her quest fueled by unwavering resolve. Undaunted, Chick Peep ventures under the porch steps, where shadows dance and secrets hide. With each step, the suspenseful background music swells, amplifying the weight of her mission. Undeterred by the farm's vastness, Chick Peep's determination grows, shining brighter with every stride. In the heart of the vegetable garden, Chick Peep's senses sharpen as familiar giggles dance through the air. Hidden behind broad pumpkin leaves, Chick Peep spies on her siblings. The farmer's children and Chick Peep's siblings flit through rows of corn and tomato plants. Lost in their game of hide and seek, the siblings forget their hunger. A surge of pride swells within Chick Peep as she observes her siblings. An oppressive silence blankets Farmer Joe's yard, as if the very air is heavy with sorrow. In the dim light of the barn, Barnaby lies still, his breath a mere whisper of what was once a powerful neigh. Even the rooster's crow is subdued, a mournful echo of its once vibrant call. The pig's oinks sound like sighs, each one a lament in the heavy air. Farmer Joe walks slowly, his face a map of worry, each line etched deep by the farm's despair. With a determined yet strained voice, Farmer Joe announces, "I announce a singing contest, hoping to bring some joy back to the farm." Under the vast sky, tiny Peep observes the farm's baby animals, each step and sound echoing the collective sorrow. Beneath the ancient oak, Peep's spirit ignites as she gathers the dispirited baby animals, offering them hope through unity. "Let's sing together." The baby animals, hesitant and unsure, express their doubts, their small voices trembling with uncertainty. They express their doubts, unsure if their small voices can make a difference. Peep nods, radiating confidence, her unwavering spirit igniting a spark of courage in the hearts of her companions, encouraging them to try. The singing contest unfolds in Farmer Joe's yard, a symphony of anticipation hanging in the air. Peep takes a breath, her peep leading a simple lullaby that fills the yard with innocent charm. The ducklings quack softly, piglets oink in harmony, lambs bleat a counter melody, calves moo a deep bass. A tapestry of pure, joyful sound. A hush falls, and Barnaby, the old horse, lifts his head, his eyes sparkling with newfound joy at the music. Farmer Joe's worry melts away, replaced by a smile as Peep's heart swells, knowing they have triumphed. The tranquil morning on the farm is shattered as Farmer Sue cries out in dismay. "Oh no!" Peep, Pip, and Squeaky huddle together, their expressions reflecting Farmer Sue's rising panic. Farmer Sue's alarm intensifies as she exclaims, "That egg! It's rolled away from the chicken coop." An enormous egg stands out against the verdant grass, a symbol of the escalating crisis. In the farmyard, Peep struggles to push the enormous egg, her tiny feet finding purchase in the dirt. Pip waddles ahead, his gaze fixed, guiding their precious cargo away from impending doom. Squeaky's frantic energy fills the air as he darts back and forth, his sharp eyes searching for danger. The scarecrow looms, its silent threat casting long shadows as the pigs snort nearby, creating a symphony of tension. Suspense hangs heavy as the egg teeters perilously close to the murky abyss of the pond. With a burst of desperate energy, Pip propels forward, intervening just as disaster looms. "Left! Left!" Squeaky shouts. The journey culminates as they reach the chicken coop, greeted by Mama Hen's grateful clucking. "Teamwork makes everything possible!" Peep exclaims,